if you're willing, I'd like to
Yeah.
ask you, Eric Voyles, what is the biggest risk?
Yeah. I'm looking at it from the perspective of my clients, the people I work with. Their biggest risk is the potential for failure. And if you fail when you expand, many times you drag your entire company down with you. And so I always try to help people understand that not only is being in charge of an expansion, if you're in a larger company, a potential career limiting assignment, but you could actually, if it's your own company, you could have complete financial failure of your business if you make the wrong choice. And so that's why we focus most of what we do on trying to help people um, uh, drive down that risk of relocation. We began the process. I mentioned I come out of economic development, so we began the process of once I got here, of assessing the property. We looked at what are our costs, and really have tried to understand our cost structure. Then we've tried to understand what companies need that structure. Then we've tried to understand what the political risks that might be involved with our property, and so there weren't really incentives available. So we have worked aggressively to put incentives on the footprint that you can get access to. Um, and again, that kind of ties back to financial, but it also demonstrates that we are 100% committed to your company to work with you in the long run to achieve not just profitability, but stabilization in the shortest time frame possible. Then we'll work with you to grow profitability. So all of this is really important when people are making decisions. We try to understand our market so that you can build a business plan that you can have confidence in. You can take it to the bank, you can take it to your board of directors. So, we many times are helping people collect the data that they need to put into their business plan. And, if it's good and you can make your decision favorable for us, that's great. If it doesn't match up to something else, that's great too, because we've helped you make a decision so you can move on. It allows us to focus on other things. So our entire thought process in this is risk mitigation. And by doing this, when someone decides that we're the right place, what we've seen is those companies tend to be successful. They usually are willing to come back and provide testimonials for us about what we've done that they didn't realize they needed help with at the time, but the things we did made a difference in their startup, in their stabilization, and in their long-term profitability. So that's what we focus on. I think that is the biggest issue that corporate executive or that business owner has to address when they're trying to expand. They need to think about what are the risks associated with making this decision, and they need to choose the right place.